Give me a moment of your time real quick. When we're done, we can all party together at the bar. We can all get rowdy again, but I need just your moment of undivided attention for a second. Can I have that? Yeah, I knew I could. You guys are the best. So, life is about loss at times, and our family has taken a strong loss recently. So, we're all in here today to say a little something about our fallen friend, former Primos champion, Trajan Ender. So, at this time, I'm going to go ahead and pass the mic around to anybody that wants to say something. If you do, please do. If you don't, that's cool too. But we're going to start over with our sexy Chippendale, Caleb Crush.
Alright guys, I know this is all breaking kayfabe and bullshit and characters, but anybody who ever saw Trajan Ender perform know that motherfucker came out here and gave his heart and soul to every one of you people. He was my tag team partner, he was my stablemate, he was my opponent, but most of all, he was my best friend. So if I can just get all of you to scream Trajan 3 times in a row. 1, 2, 3. Thank you guys. Alright, check this out. Last match this man had, he came back to wrestling to punch me in the face. No, this is a shoot. This is what happened. Okay? 20 minutes I was in a battle royal. Just so I could get in the ring with this man one time. It was fantastic.
So, this business breeds a lot of ego. And I'm proud to say that for each other, Trajan and I were each other's reality check and grounding. So when our egos got a little bit out of control and we would start smelling ourselves and feeling a little bit too good, sometimes we take jabs at each other on Facebook, sometimes it would be in the locker room, but it was all out of love. But more importantly, we would laugh because two of Colorado's finest ever to do it in this ring would have some of the shittiest matches ever in Primo's history. That's the straight shoot. He was my boy, but we were oil and water in this ring, but outside the ring, he was my man. We were both Bengals fans, and we shared that. He was the first person to call me when the Bengals won the AFC Championship and were going to the Super Bowl, and I was the first person to call him after we lost as I was sitting in SoFi Stadium so that he could share that moment with me. And so, Trajan, I love you, I miss you, and I'll try to keep my ego in check, buddy. Boo day, baby.
Go ahead and boo the Bengals for me, you guys. This is Broncos country, let's ride!
When I started being a manager, I wasn't sure I could do it. Trajan was the first person to sit me down, look at me in the face and say, be the biggest asshole you know how to be. And he always did. He always said that with a smile on his face. And when I came back, he was the first person to ever give me a hug and say, that's how you do it. Keep it up because nobody can do it better than you. So Trajan, I wear this shirt tonight, not just for me, but my friend is for you.
Daddy, 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 daddy.
Man, Josh, I love you so much, brother. He was always that big brother in my life, and he was always brutally honest with me. if I had a shitty match, he went and told me I had a shitty match. To kind of share a little story, when I first met Trajan, I thought the dude hated my guts, and we were on our first road trip together, out-of-state road trip. And you know, I'm kind of aging myself now talking about this, but we all carry around these big CD books, and he was flipping through my CDs, and I was kind of shitting bricks, like, man, this dude's gonna hate my shit. And he rolls over, and that first Avril Lavigne CD was sitting right in there. And he happened to have the same CD too, so for 8 straight hours we were singing, you know, her hits, and it's something I'll always cherish. But Josh, I love you, brother.
So I think one of my most fondest memories of Josh was back in the IWF days. I had to take a sabbatical, and Josh was scheduled to become the interim champion. I've taken a lot of headshots, and I don't play nice when it comes to being in the ring. So I told Josh, you know what, I want you to give it to me. I swear he got in his car, drove to Texas, and brought that belt full speed to my head. I lost probably a good century and a half. And he got in the back and he said, did I hit you hard enough? And I just smiled and hugged him and said thank you. So, Josh, we miss you, man.
Alright, I guess I'm going last, so I'll make this quick. In pro wrestling, we have 2 time-honored traditions when it comes to the boots a wrestler's wear, you know, and I had the honor of, I was the person that this great leader and this champion passed his boots to when he retired. Bossy and I got to work that last match with him. He came out of retirement to sort of give us the what for and kind of, you know, slap us around, and he gave us these boots. And that, to get a pair of boots passed down from like a bad motherfucker is a great honor. And the other tradition we have with the boots, we're about to do that right now,
So, not, you know, step on your toes, but I've got a couple things to say still too. So, he's right. Trajan told me when he came and he hadn't been in a while, he came back to his show and he picked Chongo because he saw you guys wrestling. He said, that's a real worker. And he had an eye for it. I don't want it to be lost in this, in the big grand scheme of things, it's not that big a deal, but to us it is. Like, I want everybody to remember how goddamn good Trajan was in the ring. He was our champion, he held our banner really well for several years, so basically that's something that like isn't like seems to be like a little bit forgotten in this, and I just wanted it to be known. As Chongo was saying, us professional wrestlers, we have a few traditions and some symbology that goes along with them. We have an inherent risk when we come in here and we put our lives in each other's hands to entertain you people. I said you people, so you gotta cheer the loudest for yourselves, right? I'll do it one more time. All you people, that's who we put the entertain for. Without all of you people, all of us look pretty silly in here in our stretchy pants, right? I just want, before we basically educate you about why we place the boots in the ring and leave them there when we retire, I just want you all to understand how much that Trajan meant to all of us. So, before we sit down, I gotta say something. Josh, Trajan, we're gonna fucking miss you, brother, so bad. Everybody, your family, everybody, they miss you so much right now. And it's unfair that you had to leave so early. But I do want you to know we love you and we miss you, and I'm definitely gonna miss you calling me at 2 or 30 in the morning on speakerphone with your lady talking about what angle you want to do for your comeback. And I'm probably not gonna miss playing Fuck, Marry, Kill with you. As much as we love Josh, as he got older, he started to lean into puns for his humor, and I hate puns, I have to be honest, okay? It's corny as hell. But anyways, we set our boots in the ring to show everybody that we left it all in the ring, that we gave you our all. So we're gonna go ahead and set Trajan's boots in the ring, but I just felt like it was a little empty with just the boots. So I'm gonna set his championship belt right next to it. And we're all gonna leave the ring, and we're gonna leave it in here until the very last minute when we break everything down after we all drink at the bar, tip our bartenders, and buy some merchandise from these poor wrestlers. So are you guys ready? I said at the beginning I was gonna ask you one time to be really loud, right? You guys remember? Oh, you guys, do you really remember, or you just okay. That wasn't it. When we leave the ring, all of us, I need all of you to scream so loud that Trajan hears us up in heaven, okay? So that means I can't do a second time. That means everybody's gotta harness all this energy and do it one more time. So can we do that? Can I trust you guys? I know damn well I can rely on my Primos family. We love you guys. Thank you. We love you, Josh. Rest in peace, brother.
Rest in peace, brothers.
Thank you, Roxy Theater. Let's party from the bar. You guys ready?